One of the fun things I get to do as a children's pastor is to take kids to camp each summer. And that's where I was Monday through Friday of last week. Got the t-shirt. We took a bunch of kids and leaders on a 4-hour bus ride to Southern Illinois to have fun, yes, but more importantly, to set aside time to get to know God better and to deepen our relationship with Him. The kids were challenged each day to spend time pressing in and calling out to God to reveal Himself to them, like to unveil His love for them, His power available to them, and His plan for their lives. Now, early in the week, one of the counselors and I talked, and we agreed that it didn't seem like the kids fully understood what it meant to press in to God. So here's what I told the kids, and I wanted to share it with you. Pressing in to God is worshiping Him for who He is and desperately seeking to know Him more. In Jeremiah 29:13, it says, "You will seek me and find me when you search for me with all your heart." Now, each day at camp, we had a good amount of time set aside to worship God and to seek Him through prayer and through hearing and reading His Word. The camp directors predetermined exactly how much time would be set aside for this purpose. I thought, wow, we need a camp director in our daily life to help us set that time aside and stick to it. Well, setting and sticking to that time is sometimes the hardest part. But when we do set it and stick to it, what does that pressing in or that seeking Him with all our heart look like? I've got 3 W's for you, and the first W is this: Word. Read His Word. I'm not going to say a lot about it in this video, but on my website I'll point you to other posts I've done. The simple truth is we can't know Him well apart from His Word. If you find it hard to understand the Bible, like a lot of us do lots of times, you can get a study Bible that helps explain it, or join a small group Bible study where you can ask questions, or simply pester your pastor. The second W is worship. Spend time worshiping Him for who He is and praising and thanking Him for what He's done. You know, over the years, as I read His Word, I add descriptive words about Him to my list as I learn more about just who He is. And as I hear myself speaking those words of worship, I'm more and more grateful for and reminded of how amazing He is. The third W is wait. One of the first verses I learned as a new Christian was Isaiah 40:31. "They that wait upon the Lord will renew their strength. They will mount up on wings as eagles. They will run and not grow weary. They will walk and not faint." But what exactly do you do when you wait? The whole purpose is to get to know Jesus better. And how do you get to know someone better? You ask them questions and then listen. So here are 4 questions I like to ask, and the more often, the better. Number 1, Lord, is there anything you want me to get rid of that's not pleasing to you? Ask that question and just listen. On my website, I give a few common non-pleasers, and I find if we sincerely ask God this question, we won't have to wait very long for an answer. We usually have a pretty good idea about what we need to get rid of. Question number 2, Lord, what do you like the most? What pleases you? This is where reading His Word is so vital. We learn what He loves in the pages of His Word. The last 2 questions come straight from when Jesus was telling the people what the greatest commandment is in Matthew chapter 22. He said, "You must love the Lord your God with all your heart, all your soul, all your mind, all your strength." This is the first and greatest commandment. A second is equally important. He says, "Love your neighbor as yourself." So from that, here's question number 3. Lord, how can I best love you today? How can I best love you 5 years from now? 20 years from now? And question number 4, Lord, how can I best love others today? 5 years from now, 20 years from now. I ask about today because I believe He wants us to take action every day. And then I ask the 5 and 20-year marker questions to keep my heart wide open to His plan and to remember that the steps I take today will affect where I am in 20 years. Maybe there's something He wants me to start learning now so I'll be prepared for what He has for me in the future. Again, I expound on this point a little bit more on my blog, so please check that out. There, I also address the question, what if I ask God these questions and I don't hear anything? Ooh, something I bet we've all experienced. The challenge this week is to press into God, especially the part where you ask questions and just wait and listen. Please share this video with your friends, and I'd love to see in the comments what other questions you ask God as you seek to know Him more. Thank you so much, friends, for watching.